Oh, hey, everybody. 6 o'clock Monday evening. Homes Around the Village's YouTube channel live stream. Want to thank everybody out there. Gary and Kathy, number one in the house. I was just finishing up a text here to one of our customers. So I'm going to keep my thought going real quick. Because it concerns one of my listings. So we're going to go ahead and go to this listing. Actually, I have a note today to talk to you all about that. So, anyways, kind of lost my train of thought here. So, welcome. This is January 12th, 2026. Already 2 weeks into the new year. Isn't that crazy? 2 weeks already into the new year. Let me put this out of the way a little bit. Okay, there we go. Anyways, y'all have been sending me your cold weather from up north there. Thus, the jacket, the shirt, the t shirt. We got a layer up around here. Now it's dark, so the temperature, boof. Let me see what the temperature really is out there. Let me 56 degrees. It's so my phone says higher temperature is expected tomorrow. All right. So you want to tell me that the higher temperatures are expected tomorrow. So high 64, low 49, feels like 52. So Tuesday, okay, so 70 degrees and 54. Totally cloudy here tomorrow. And then Wednesday, it's going to rain. So I guess we're going to have this big cold front come through because Thursday morning, 30 degrees. We're going to be below freezing here for the first time this year and the first time this winter, actually. We're below freezing on Thursday. And then, yeah, it's going to kind of stay that way, anyways, it looks like, for a few days. So, no snow, but colder temperatures. Anyways, I'm sure y'all have a lot to tell me. Okay, Rich says it's 36 degrees now with snow on Thursday. So we have rain on Wednesday with 51 and then 57 and 30 degrees. So I'm assuming when it tells me this, well, hold on. Wednesday, it's showing only 24%. I mean, 20% rain. Stupidest thing. 20% of rain, but then it gives me the little shower sign on there. And then Thursday has 24%, and it has no rain showers on there. So I don't know what the heck. Maybe it's overnight. I don't know. Anyways, I guess if y'all can see, Florida is in the orange. I'm assuming that's warmer temperatures than the rest of the country, which is just fine by me. Okay, so Gary says 48 in Tallahassee right now. What did I just say it was? 50, 55 degrees. So yeah, we're a little colder. Um, so let's jump to our, we're going to jump over here to our chat room and let's see what we got. So, okay, we're refreshed. Pat and Jane in the house checking in. Thank you guys so much for once again joining us this evening. Really appreciate it. So I'm going to ask Christian, what is that first number 23.
For current viewers.
And then that number 22?
Views. It takes a bit of time to up. Yeah.
Crazy. Crazy. Okay, I'm kind of following along with how many people are joining us. All right. So, Tammy. So, thank you for joining us. Hello, Ira. Jay says hello. Excuse me. We were just with him and oh, boosters. Oh, darn it. You know what? I started a text message to Jace. Good to know he was at I'm still trying to fill in this text real quick. Okay. Oh well. Let me get this one to Jace real quick before he jumps on. Where is that one? Let's see. Here it is. He's going to like this one. Boof. I forgot to hit send. All right, Tammy. Thank you for joining us this evening. Yeah, it's cold here in the villages. Well, as we're going to see, keep watching everybody else as they tell us the temperatures from around the country here. So let's see. Ricky P. Oh, my buddy Ricky P. over there from Indigo East. Thank you, Ricky, for joining us this evening. I appreciate it. It's been a little bit, I think, or you just sit there in the background on me and don't say anything. So, Gary Winkle. Becky is with us tonight. Becky, gave you my phone number. Never called. That's okay. Call me when you're ready. So yikes, cover up all the plants and I will be covering. Look, you know what I did? Oh, you guys got to see this. This is what I do, okay? This is what I do. Hold on. All right. Where am I? I'm going to go to here, I guess. And, oh, no. I'm going to go to here. Yeah. Here we go. Let's see.
I have your video.
Yeah. So, you see what I did for this house? This house has been sitting on the market and sitting there and sitting there. And I'm thinking, man, we did some fantastic. We're going to go, actually, Peter always suggests that we do a view of our listings. So I'm going to show you this house. Actually, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to show you this house now. But I went ahead and bought this Queen Palm. And this little one over to the left, I'm going to show you, is called a triple robolini. So everybody likes palm trees, right? Here in Florida. This house just had no curb appeal. So these people, what are you doing?
I hope I was going to.
Messing me up here, dude.
I was just putting you in the corner for you.
You're sticking me in the corner?
Mm-hmm.
Was I a bad boy?
Just want people to see your beautiful face, you
So
know?
here, this, all right. So you see the house the way it is now, right? Okay. I got all these things going on here. Let me pop out of that. And I'm going to pop over to my matrix and my listings. So this is the same house. Dang, I'm going to have to go take new pictures now that I think about it. This is the same house. So no palm tree, no queen palm, no triple robolini. And here's why I spent my own money for this house. And I said Merry Christmas to them, because these people were gracious enough to do what I suggested, right? Oh, look at that. Now that is not AI, that is not photoshopped. That is actually a double rainbow over this house. And man, I just had to snap that. That's for real. So look at this, what they did to this house. So this was a wall that went all the way up, all the way through here, totally blocked out the kitchen. Everybody loves open kitchens, right? So I told him, I said, hey, we're going to have to do something about this kitchen. We're going to have to open this kitchen up. Let's put some granite in there. Let's put some new stainless steel appliances in there. So they go for it. So that was awesome. So having my own renovation company really comes in handy. I got them a great discount for this package of LG appliances. Um, let's keep snapping through. Check this out. Check this grand. So there you go. There's a before and after. White appliances, a wall right there. And then the new. So there you go. We virtually put this table and chairs in there, just to give it a little feel for what it could be really like. Let me see. So there's no chair in that one, but we did put a chair on the inside. So you could literally put chairs on the outside or the inside, like that. So I don't know if you could really see the quartz that we put in there. Beautiful. It really kind of does the trick. But this home has great bones. It has vaulted ceilings. It has laminate flooring, and I just thought, well, you know what? It's all about curb appeal, right? The home had zero curb appeal with no landscaping, and I didn't even really ask them. I just went over and bought the trees and put them in and said, here you go. I'm doing my part to go ahead and help you guys and me get this home sold. So I don't know. We could probably paint the cabinets, but if somebody didn't like the cabinets, we could paint them. Not a big deal. All right, so the rest of the house, we virtually put furniture in there. Master bedroom, huge master bedroom, by the way. So we put new granite fixtures, new sink in here in the master bath, big walk-in shower. So that's what the quartz really looks like. It's pretty. So anyways, that's this house in Spruce Creek, Del Webb Spruce Creek Golf and Country Club in Summerfield. Maybe about 15 minutes from where we are here, straight down a main road called 441. So yeah, so just wanted to show you the difference between that and putting in a queen palm. And you can't really see, I wish you could see it, but here, let me check this out. Maybe you can see it a little bit better here. That triple row Bellini that we put in there. It had a couple other nice rose bushes here, but I just felt like we needed these palms right there at the house. So we'll see what that does. Just did that last week, right in time for the frost. So that's what got me thinking. Somebody said, what did you say? Oh, bring out time to cover the plants. So let me see. Yikes! Yeah, Becky, cover up all of the plants. So that's what I'm gonna have to cover this Robellini. Those Robellinis do not like that cold weather. Is it just me or houses going on? Is it just me or are houses going onto the market off office. Is it just me or a house is going into the market off of a slow start? Well, it is a slow start. I mean, so so the other thing I had written down was I might be guilty of creating what looks like a slow market too, because I'll go ahead and price a home at market value, and then if it doesn't sell, we have two options. We could either drop the price, and typically by $10,000, or we can do what I just showed you. We could do upgrades in here. For the $10,000, I took out the wall, put the grant or the quartz in, and that appliance package. I mean, to me, it's a no-brainer. Go ahead and put the upgrades in there. So the home has like a 2023 roof, so it's only 3 years old. The air conditioner's newer as well. So this is all it really needed. And then lastly, like I said, it just needed some kind of curb appeal. And so I went ahead and gave it curb appeal. But no, it's not you. I mean, homes. So we can do our market check right now, or we could wait a little bit later in the program. I always do a market check, but I don't know. That's Casa de Sol Boutique Bed and Breakfast, House of the Sun. We can definitely, since we're here, excuse me, can definitely do a market check. And I always start with the home. So 554 matches. That really hasn't moved from 1 week to the next. Now, thank you, Christian. Now, some people might think, well, you know what? It's been 554 forever, and it looks like the market's not moving. But you have just as many homes coming on the market as you do going off the market as being sold. So, so check this out. Check this part of the. Oh, wait a minute. I got to go back. No, anyways, we'll go back. Let's go back. What the heck? Excuse me. All right, this is my MLS. This is where, as a realtor, this is kind of where it all starts, right? If I go down here, okay, price decrease. So for last week, 81 homes had a price decrease. In the villages, 5 people raised their prices. See there, 51 new listings went on the market. So it shows 27 sold, 18 back on the market. So we can do what's called temporarily off the market, and then we can put it back on the market. What else? 34 pending. All right, so 34 when pending, 51 new listings, and then there's your temporarily off the market, and then 34 when pending. Okay, sold. All those sold about 30 days ago. So right now we're just kind of looking at the market in the last week. So we have to measure pending to new, and there's a little more going on the market than there is going pending under contract. All right, 7 people canceled their contract and 2 people withdrew their listings. So there you go. That's in the last 7 days. Okay. Going back to our search, and I would say pending. All right, this is where it gets kind of crazy, because I think it said 34 when pending in the last 7 days. Let's test that. 31. So actually, let me go to 8. 34. So that's in the last 7 days. 34-1 pending. There it goes. And those are just homes that recently went under contract in the last week. Not a lot. Not a lot at all. So that's kind of concerning. Let me just go, let me try 60 to 90, right? No, that doesn't work for me. Oh no. I always get this messed up. Or it just never really does it for me. Um, I mean, I can average it out if I went 0 to 90, but that's not really what I want to do. 124 divided by 3 is about 40. Yeah, about 40, give or take. Anyways, that's kind of what we're looking at for the market sold. See what that has to say. 0 to 8 should give us what we saw sold. Oh, that's pending and sold. What the heck? 26. It said 27, I think, in my other screen. So there we go. There's the market report. Slow. So Casa del Sol, yes. Is it just mirror houses going in the market off a slow start? Yes, it's been slow. And that's why our illustrious president is trying to do what he can to try to stimulate that real estate market. Now I want to get off into the old political arena and all that. That and religion is like a non-starter, right? That never goes anywhere. So I'm just going to leave it at that. But I think in reading the tea leaves, I think in the first quarter, the first 3 months, I think the second quarter, we're really going to see things pick up. So April, May, and June, I really think you'll see housing really picking back up. All right, so that's our market report for today, for this evening. So we got that out of the way. Let me go ahead and go back to, let's see, where was I? I think I was here, yes. So, let me get back up to big boy status. I have something on my, get off of there. There you go. It's ridiculous. Okay, there we go. So, let me go back to my chats. I'll be calling soon. That's my friend Becky. Okay, so let's just keep going with our chats. Let's see. Joe Wacko, 69 in Melbourne Beach. That's good surfing weather. How's the surf over there, Joe? I have my surf line, actually. Ah, shoot. Too dark for now. But I love to check out my surf line over there in Melbourne. My buddy, I think I mentioned it plenty of times before, but my best friend in high school wanted to buy some rental property in Melbourne, so I went over there and I helped him buy some rental property. And then me and him on occasion will go hang out. Bought a brand new surfboard. Dang, I should take a picture of that surfboard. And I have yet to use it. And you know what? I bought it over 3 years ago and I have not used it yet. I bought it right before I had my laminectomy surgery on my neck. So yeah, haven't had a chance to use it. When I'm there, a lot of times there's no waves. Plus, I'm a fair weather surfer. Hate the cold water. Don't even want to get into a wetsuit. Um, so, and in the summertime, there's no waves. Except maybe if there's a hurricane that comes through. So that's what we hope for. All right, let's see. Gary, counting down now to retirement date. All right, Gary, keep that retirement clock counting down, my man. Let's see. Tammy, I love my Robolini. First thing I planted when we moved here. See, so I got, man, they had a quad Robolini where I was. I was thinking about getting that. So no, triple Robolinis. That's what pretty much everybody uh, everybody says. So wait, so who is this? The Village's Experience. Who could that person be? Christian, you know who that is? So that can't be Skip Smith. If it is, better learn how to spell experience, Skip.
Your father.
It's my father. uh, so Gary says 54 weeks ago, just a little over a year. But who's counting, right? All right. So that's new. The Village Experience. I haven't seen that one, Skip. So thanks for joining. Usually you're on a little bit later. So thank you for joining on quickly here. Much appreciated. All right, so I guess Jane's going to be right after you, Gary, in March. So dig deeper. How often do you represent buyers of VLS listings? So even though I have it out there that I charge, what did I say I charge? 1% of whatever the cost of a listing is for the villages. No, what did I say? Oh, I think I was charging a 0.5%. Then I upped it to 1%. So far, I've had a couple people that were on board, and I do have a commission agreement for people who want to use me and my experience for a home in the villages. And guys, I don't know. I don't want to sit there and make a big commercial about why you need to use me to buy your home if you're using a VLS agent or you're looking into VLS. But there's been some horror stories. I've even done videos, I've even done interviews with people. So, I mean, you owe it to yourself. It's kind of like a home inspection, right? You're not going to buy a home without a home inspection, I wouldn't think. And I highly recommend against that. If you're thinking about buying a home without a home inspection, I don't even care if it's an as-is contract, and we can get into that as well. But you wouldn't want to sit there and buy a home and not have a home inspection. Well, what about all the other aspects of your buying experience, right? What about the contract? Um, that the villages has their own contract, right? So you have to be very careful about somebody who comes along with their own contract rather than what we call a FAR bar contract here in the MLS, where it's a standard FAR bar contract. FAR means Florida Association of Realtors. BAR means the Florida Bar. So the Florida Bar and the Florida Association of Realtors came up together and they came up with this 14-page real estate contract. The villages came up with their own. So You need to be very careful about that. You need to be very careful about putting your money down on a home because they are ruthless. They will not give that deposit back. So I've seen a lot of people. Oh man, Casa del Sol by. Anyways, so they're ruthless. And then you'd want to use me for other occasions. Number one, um, to select your own we need to select our own home inspector, not one that they recommend to you, right? So that's this. So you need me to help review the contract. You need me to help negotiate the contract, right? Village real estate agents, they're not realtors. Please don't get confused with that term because realtors abide by the Board of Realtor Ethics. So real estate agents are sellers agents. They are not buyers agents. And if you ask them, you know what they'll tell you? Oh, well, when you put a contract on a home, then I'm a transaction broker. I no longer work for the seller. Well, you know what a transaction broker is? They don't work for the buyer or the seller. That's what a transaction broker means, okay? You can look it up, Google it, whatever, transaction broker. Neither represents the buyer or the seller. So never at any really point in time are you ever um, represented as a buyer for yourself. So that's the first thing. So they're only going to do so they're a seller's agent, every single one of them, even the person you get with and shows you a home, even though it's not their listing, they're still working for the developer, and that means they are all sellers agents. And so you need somebody to help negotiate the contract fairly because they're all, again, working for the seller. So you need somebody to help you negotiate the contract. You need somebody to go over the contract with you. You need somebody to refer a home inspector to for you. You need somebody to do a walkthrough with you. That's going to make sure that everything in the house is working correctly and that it's done and they don't try to cover anything up, right? So since I'm a contractor, a home and I'm gonna show you one of my well, I'm gonna show you the start of a project that we're gonna be seeing over time as I go through and do a total renovation to this home. And if Tom and Lauren are out there, they can definitely Craig and Pam, Tom and Lauren, um, John and Adrian, they can definitely attest to me doing a total gut and renovation of their home. So I have the eye to look at things and pick things out and make sure that you're not buying a lemon or getting yourself in trouble. So that's kind of where we're at with that. But and then you need somebody to represent you at closing, right? So I'm just and to make sure when you go through all the closing documents that you're fairly represented. So I don't think I have given that explanation enough of why you really need um, a buyer's agent, and you don't sit there and leave it to chance. I'm going to say, all right. So there's my story. I'm sticking to it, but if you think about it, it all makes sense. First thing you do is you ask that person that you're with looking at homes in the VLS, hey, are you my buyer's agent? Are you a single agent that works for me as a buyer? They're going to say, no, we work for a seller. Or they might say, nope, we work for Properties of the Villages or whatever. I don't know. But they're not working for you. Oh my gosh, Becky, I've been sicker than a dog trying to also help a friend plan a get together in Fort Lauderdale the last week of January. Oh man, I was sick right after Christmas. I came home, I think I already told you guys this, but I came home on December 30th. And then the 31st, I came into work for the one day and went downhill. And man, I was in bed for New Year's, New Year's Eve and New Year's, and the day after, and that weekend. But I miraculously recovered because I am on this hyper immunotherapy diet. And if none of you know, hey, Christian, grab one of my books out of my drawer in there, out of my where I have all my awards down at the bottom, if you wouldn't mind, please. I don't even know where he is. He's somewhere out there. Anyways, um, oh yeah. So there you are. Thank you very much. You're the man. So you see that? Written by yours truly. This is a great book. And I'm telling you, I wrote this before there was even a term called uh, immunotherapy. But that's exactly what this book is. It's immunotherapy to help you cure cancer. So I had prostate cancer. I don't think you can really see that because of yeah, because of my lights. But I have all the tests in there. So if you're having some issues, I bring that up because I went on this probably a month or so ago, and so I heightened my immunity way up. So when I did get sick, man, I was over it in like 4 days, and I was in bed for 2 days. So that ought to tell you how bad it was for me. Anyways, just thought I'd throw that in there. Another little. So yours truly here. I mean, I'm not just a contractor, home renovator, home inspector, but cured my own cancer. No, um, no radiation, no chemo, no seeds, no nothing. Just a natural regimen that I researched and researched and researched and researched and did more research. And Mayo Clinic is the one that found my prostate cancer. So they're a reputable, obviously, hospital and research clinic, Mayo Clinic. They're the one that found it. And within 1 year of doing this, gone. And my prostate cancer has never come back since 2009. So there you go. What else we gonna talk about? Just a bag full of stuff, aren't I? Surface not so great. Fishing is okay. Okay, Joe. Thanks for the beach report. I appreciate that, man. When I was growing up, I had a lot of buddies that I grew up in I grew up in Hollywood Beach. So that Hollywood Beach is between Miami and Fort Lauderdale. So that's where I grew up. Man, all my buddies used to go to this pier, Dania Pier. That was the happening place. We used to drag race on Dania Pier. We used to surf Dania Pier, ate at Dania Pier. Dania Pier was where it was at when I was growing up. Sunny Bikeless. Question: is there a place to find the village's older model floor plans? Some MLS listings specify floor plans that are not on the village's website. So, hold up. So, as you all know, I think,
One day we should do a 2 setup with that.
yeah.
Go through it fully.
I used to work for Properties of the Villages from 2000 to 2009. And I have all of these floor plans, right? Oh man. Okay. The heck's going on here? Dog hair. Take my dogs everywhere I go, I guess. So Amanda Villa. Has anybody ever heard of Amanda Villa? Probably not. They probably made it about 6 months, and that was it. So I do have. These are all the old floor plans. No, I don't. These don't go really back to the '90s. Christian, I used to have a set of what'd you call them? Clear slides that had floor plans on them. You ever remember seeing that? But anyways, that's I used to have a set of clear slides. What is that one? Let me see what that is. I got all kind of stuff from back in the day. Oh no, these are neighborhoods. So when I worked for the villages, man, they gave us these neighborhood for every single neighborhood. I can tell you exactly how much the lot sold for. Yeah, man, this takes me back, way back. That's not what I'm looking for. I had a clear, they were bound together by a piece of metal.
Like almost like a spiral bind? Or...
No, it was just up in the corner.
Let me check your room.
I don't know. I haven't seen it in a while. But yeah, this is cool. This is the old one. I wonder when this, does this say when this was printed? Oh, Lordy. Oh, yeah. 2009. Right? Even had a share the villages with your friends and family. I wonder what they would do if I sent that in. They'd be like, what? Where'd that come from? I have all kind of stuff. So that's another thing about hiring me to show you homes that are listed by the VLS, by the villages, because I worked there for 9 years. So I know exactly what to look for, any information you could possibly want. I can pretty much tell you what you need. Let's see here. Yeah. All right. So what was the okay? So some MLS that are not in the village's website. Yeah. So here's the thing about the villages, Sonny. Man, they're all about new homes. They're gonna try to sell you a new home, and it doesn't matter. They'll do whatever they can to get you to buy one of their new homes. And that to me, well, that is not what customer service is all about. Customer service is about listening to the customer. But I'm here to tell you, I know the pressure. I know the training because I went through it all. Uh, it's like you're brainwashed, right? You're brainwashed by the villages, and you have to go through a
Reprogramming.
reprogramming. Thank you, Christian. I was trying to think of the word. Man, when you leave that place, it's nuts. So, anyways, if we can help you out, homesaroundthevillages at gmail.com. That's you can request uh, our older floor plans that may or may not be on the village's website. Um, and I will continue to look for that other slide clear plastic sheets that you can make copies off of. That had some old floor plans. That had all the floor plans in it. I wish I could think about where that is. All right, anyways. Becky, either I'm a little bit late or you're a little bit late, but that was Skip was a long time ago. Patrick, hi Ira, how much our typical closing costs for a $400,000 home in the villages? So, Patrick, that depends whether you're a buyer or a seller, because pretty much the seller bears the brunt of the bulk of the closing costs. Um, where's my briefcase? Is it
Right
in
back.
Oh, cool. So when I work with somebody, right, they'll ask me how much uh, how much are my closing costs going to be? Well, so that's usually when it's for a seller. How do you like that briefcase? Pretty fancy, huh? So I have this little book here, but I'm gonna quickly probably speculate. I don't want to assume. You know what they say about assuming, right? I'm going to speculate you're talking about a buyer. So a buyer is probably going to cost you about $550 for a home inspection. You can probably deem that as closing costs. And then you have prorated taxes. So it depends on what time of the year. So, for instance, if you were to purchase a home today and close in 30 days, so middle of February, the seller is going to pay for January and half of February, and then they're going to give you that money, and then you're going to pay. Then you're going to get the tax bill in November, and you're going to pay the tax bill. So you have home inspections, you have prorated taxes as a buyer, and then pretty much I would say maybe another $500 in closing costs for title search and for the closing company to do the closing for you. That's it. So a little over $1,000 for the buyer. Now, if you're a seller, that's a whole different story because that's when I have to break this thing out. This says, okay, sale price, percent commission. So the seller typically pays the commission for a sale. Although we have the VLS charge if you want to hire me as your VLS buyer's agent, since they don't have any such thing. Broker regulatory fee, we don't have a broker regulatory fee here. Oh, that's something I do want to point out to everybody. A lot of brokerages, I would say 90% of brokerages, have what's called a broker fee. It's kind of like a dealer fee for a car lot. Now, I don't like dealer fees and preparatory fees and all that other stuff when you buy a car. I don't like it, so I'm certainly not going to charge you for it like 90% of the other brokerages charge you. So it's anywhere from $2.99 to $3.99 to $4.99. I've seen it as high as $5.99 for a broker fee that you as a buyer will be required to pay. Not so with us here at IM Realty. So yeah, beware of that. So if by some outside chance you decide that you're going to work with somebody else and not me, and you're working with a different real estate brokerage, um, they're going to charge you. Closing fee. This says $250 and $50 for a title search fee. So sometimes the seller pays that, sometimes the buyer pays that. Title insurance for a $400,000 home. A seller is going to pay around $2,100 for title insurance for you, the buyer. So the seller pays your title insurance so you're protected and your title to your house is protected. Doc stamps, documentary stamps. Doc stamps are charged by the state of Florida. So everybody knows that the state of Florida does not have a state income tax. Well, where does Florida get their budget money to run the state? They get it in the form of doc stamps or documentary stamps. And doc stamps, $7 per thousand for every real estate transaction that the seller has to pay, not the buyer. Okay? So that's how state of Florida gets their money. Is there anything else in here? Let's see. Nope, that's pretty much about it. So there you go, Patrick. Hopefully that was helpful for you. I'm going to stick this over here. Okay. Let's see. I have heard horror stories about that. I'm skeptical about the VLS. Trust me. Trust me, trust me, trust me when I tell you they will do everything in their power to sell you a new home. Because that's what they're in business for. That's what they train all their salespeople to do. And with the 50,000 plus bonds that they have over there, with the wetlands that they're building in, got to be careful. Have to be careful. And you know what? And that's something I never really even thought about. If you have me as a buyer's agent, you have a buffer between them and you, with them trying to high pressure sell you a new home. Unless that's all you want is a new home, those bonds are high, those taxes are high, the land is sketchy over there. I'd be very, very careful about, and they're not going to tell you. You have to ask, and that's what you're here today for, is for the information and what to ask. All right, let me move along here because I think I am. Oh, I know. This is Jace's son. Oh, all right. MLS doesn't have much family neighborhood listings that I can find. Oh, well, I got you. So, is this Kelly or I think I'm just reading what you have to say. MLS doesn't have much family neighborhood listings that I can find. Trying to think. Uh, they're around, and if you're looking to be on property, I mean, that's the thing. Well, if you're in Middleton, you can be on property and drive your golf cart. to your dad, to mom's house. But so I'm still getting over pneumonia. Ooh, wow. Yeah, I got pneumonia when I had COVID. And they say COVID's going around again. So you know what? You never know. You might have COVID. If you buy a house through the VLS, do they give you time to do an inspection before putting down deposit? No. For example, if you enter veranda lottery, so if you enter a veranda lottery, it's a brand new home. You don't have to worry so much with a brand new home because they do give you a 1-year warranty. They give you what's called a punch list period to find anything wrong with the home. Again, my biggest issues are do your due diligence. If it was me buying in that area, I'm telling you, well, why don't I show you instead of tell you? So let's check this out. This is all I'm going to say. We're going to search for homes, and this is what I do. I'm going to show you, and I do it this way because this is a much better map than I'm going to show you, right? Okay, so results, and we're just going to go just to get the map. My other map stinks. All right, here's my map. And I'm going to scan out here, and I'm going to fly down to here. All right. You see all this? That's water. All the black areas that you see here is water. Water, water, water. All these dark areas, if you zoom in. So these are wetlands. And so you have to be all these are wetlands. You have to be very careful about buying. So what I was going to say is, if it was me, I would have a engineering test, um, an engineering test done to my lot. I'd have an engineer go around, do borings, and give me a geotech. I mean, I just had I forgot to pay. I just remembered. Geotech does from out of Ocala does all of my soil tests. You need a soil test. Make sure your property is sitting on solid ground because that's why they charge us so much because of the infrastructure. They're having to do a lot of filling, but I don't know if you see how they're doing it this way. Look at this. This is all wetlands. And then this is all they've built on, right? So if you go to a wetlands mapper, right? Whoops. So a wetlands mapper. You go to this wetlands mapper. Getting started. Here's a wetlands mapper. This is cool. And then, all right, you don't want to act right, huh? Let's see, here we go. Let's zoom on in. Now we're going to go to Florida. We're up in Michigan. Here we go. See all the area there? Let's keep going. Come on. You can do it. All right. Where's my plug? Okay, here's what we'll do. Zoom. Well, anyways, thing's giving me a problem. Oh, northwest. Not gonna do that. Um, Wetlands mapper. Oh, here. What is this? Disclaimer. Okay. There we go. There we go. So you could see now over here, Riparian. So we're down here, around here in the villages. Groveland, Lake Harris, Leesburg, Wood. Where are we here? Lake Panasoffkee. I believe this is about where we are in this Hampton Prairie. Bexley Trail. Yeah. All right. So, let's see. Are they giving us what we need? Map layers. Yeah, we need map layers. So you can see a lot of the green, the water. Um, so again, you need to be careful about where your home is in the newer area, because all that green. Let's see. I can take riparian out. Riparian mapping areas. What if I took out wetlands? Boom. Okay. All right. There you go. So you can see what are wetlands and what aren't. Be careful. That's what I'm saying. Because that's where we're headed in this area here. That's why I would have. I would just be careful. I'm not saying anything's going to happen. I'm just saying you want to have everything checked out. Okay. All right. Let me keep going. Let me knock out some of these. Oh, there's Pat. Yeah. Okay. Pat got her book. The Prescription to Curing Cancer. You know what? I can't even remember my own doggone title to my book. I Sometimes I think I called it Your Prescription to Curing Cancer Naturally or The Prescription to Curing. It's The Prescription. It's how I cured mine. All right, more. Let's keep going. Let's keep going. So if you're in the veranda lottery, it's a new home. I would suggest just go ahead and make sure you get a soil tests. Make sure your home is on good, solid foundation. It's not going to crack all over the place. Bonds are ridiculous. Yep. Becky says crazy. Hi, it's my third hello to Skip. And Skip has not said hello back yet. So, okay. All right. That is very helpful. So, that's what I'm here for. I'm here for you guys. I just want to protect you and make sure that you're covered and you don't get hurt. Okay. I'm probably really taking a chance of the villages coming after me for saying, revealing about the wetlands, but hey, it is what it is. That's why I pulled it right off the wetlands mapper, because I'm not lying. I'm just telling you, and I'm not saying anything will happen. I'm just saying, just like a home inspection, you want to have a soil inspection just to make sure that your home is built on some good soil. Hello, everyone. I'm late tonight. Ira, I'm actually here in the villages for good. You go, girl. I sold my house in Georgia, drove down on Friday. I'm happy for you, Trish. And now I'm finally enjoying my beautiful home. Thank you so much. And did you get that Murphy bed fixed? Poor Trish had some. Oh. I hope you don't mind me saying this, Trish, but you know what? This is what I'm here for. I'm here to protect everybody that's on our live stream today. Trish had a guy she thought was competent and a good guy, and she had him come along and put a Murphy bed in. And unless Trish wants to expound a little further, let's just say it didn't work out so well. So there you go. So I went over there to take a look at it and help her out. And needless to say, I did not like what I saw. Okay. All right. So, Sonny, my suggestion to you would be to, if you need a fenced-in yard, verandas are really a great way to go if you're looking for a bigger home. Villas are good, but you know what? They're kind of limited sometimes. But the villas today, I mean, there's some really nice villas. There's some villas out there with a 3-car garage. So, but I would kind of look now. Here's so many people ask me, Ira, why are pre-owned homes more than what a new home is? And what I'll tell you is a pre-owned home has all those little niceties. Enclosed lanais, painted driveways, painted garages, crown molding, plantation shutters, painted a designer paint. What else? Upgraded floorings. I mean, upgraded lighting fixtures, upgraded fans, instead of those basic builder grade fans and the builder grade lighting that the villages will give you. Trust me. Plus, not only that, you get to pick where you want to live, right? If you want to live up in the village of Hillsboro, where Trish is, she's very close to Brownwood. She can get to Brownwood. She can get to Eastport probably in about 15 minutes, get to Brownwood in about 5 minutes, get to Lake Sumter Landing in about 10 minutes, maybe, Trish. So she's in a very good area. So, I mean, obviously, I'm partial to pre-owned homes because that's all I can sell in the villages. On Top of the World, kudos. I want to give a shout out to On Top of the World as well. If somebody wants a brand new home, a little bit less than a lot less than what you would pay here in the villages. Stone Creek, Del Webb, Stone Creek, and Ocala. Don't sell that short. No, you can't get all over the place from Spanish Springs all the way to Eastport or Sawgrass Grove by golf cart like Mr. Jace Gallagher likes to do, right, Cody? Cody, I know Cody I guess he's probably made a dozen of those trips with his dad. So Yeah, can't do that obviously, but you are golf cart accessible to the grocery store, to neighborhood Walmart, to a bunch of different restaurants. You're very close to Heathbrook um, Mall, outdoor mall. I mean, I can go on and on and on. He says positively. You're not going to be traveling in that golf cart in the next few days, I'm going to tell you, because it's cold out there. Now, your dad's probably going to go get him one of them heated golf carts next. So, anyways, condolences to Jace's dog. He had to put down, unfortunately. Very sad anytime we have to do that. Gary Winkle, I like the village of Dunedin. That's a great location too. That's just right south of 466A or Miller Boulevard, as they like to say. I like to say named after me, even though the villages did name my wife Miller Court, I think is somewhere in the villages. No, that's definitely named after my family, but I still like to claim 466A as Miller Boulevard. It is known to Miller Boulevard. I mean, I don't know if I. Oh man, I forgot to transition back. But where did my Wait a minute. Let me do this real quick, and then I'm going to go to Jace. Now that he's back, he's been in Maryland. Got too cold for him. He had to come back home to the villages. Okay. Miller Boulevard. See, I wasn't lying, was I? Right over there. I don't know how far up I can reach, but you can see where the little hand is. 466A over here in Pinellas Plaza is where Pinellas Place, where Dunedin is. I don't know if they'll even, if they do that now. But I think this is Dunedin Rec Center right in here. Anyways, good place, Gary. Got good taste. All right, so still working on the Murphy bed issue. My advice: use due diligence when finding a contractor handyman. If they say they have insurance, find out what their insurance covers. Make sure it covers their workmanship, or or you can call Ira Miller at IM Realty /IM Renovations at 352-204-9026 or 352-454-9561. And you could ask me, Trish, for a contractor who could help you out. So she wanted to be on her own, Miss Independent. I understand. It's all good. But that's that's what I'm here for. And that's why I specifically started my own renovation company. So, with that said, check out this short little video before we go to Jace. Hold on a second here. Boom. And
You might need to refresh the Google Photos if it's in the video you're talking about.
yeah. Oops. Let's see. Okay, so we're going to. Wait a minute. Where am I going to find that?
It should just be at the very top because it's the latest thing I uploaded.
Well, I'm kind of stuck in. Um, oh, here we go.
Yep, under today.
All right. Oh. This is a new project I'm getting ready to just start, so you're going to see it first. in its before condition, and then we'll show it in its after condition. So if it ever decides it's going to go ahead and load. Oh, so thanks, Elaine. Y'all let me know if for some reason you can't hear me. We can increase the volume in here, right?
Yeah. You sounded good on my phone, but I can always turn this off if need be.
Oh, this isn't loading. Hey everybody, Ira Miller here with IM Realty and IM Renovations, and today I am doing a preliminary video. This is the start of another one of our full restoration of a home here in Marion County. And so behind me are the cabinets that we're going to go ahead and remove. We're going to pretty much create what I did on Manor Downs. So we're starting with this video. I'm going to turn us around here. Here is the kitchen. All right, so unlike the George's home, we're going to leave that window, but we're going to bring the cabinets and bring a pantry over to where the window is, up to about 3 inches away from the window. So we're going to give them all that cabinet space. Since the Georges did have a double oven over here, and there's really no space now for us in this model to do a double oven, we're going to do a double oven here. And then what we're going to do is we're going to put a cooktop over here. Now, since talking to the homeowner, she doesn't really want to do that. She's just going to do a oven range combination right where the existing is. So we've changed that up a little bit. All right, and then we're going to have to go through the roof with the vent. So while we're doing all this and we've got everything gutted, that'll be pretty easy to do, okay? This kind of half octagon island here is gone. We're going to make a square island out of this, like we did in the Georges, okay? One other huge feature we're going to do, well, first of all, we are going to get rid of these doors. Now that's another change that she made. She's second thought herself, and now she says she would like to have access. We just need to go ahead and put a new door system in there for her. So that's what we're going to do. I'm going to enclose that. She just wants the wall space rather than access to the lanai. Another thing we are going to do, we are going to expand this master bathroom. This master bathroom is tiny. For a master bath in this size home, this is almost criminal, right? So we're going to go ahead, we're going to remove that wall, and we're going to push this out. So let me show you what we're going to do. We're going to go into the guest bedroom. Now, we don't need all the space that's in the guest bedroom. So my idea, after a lot of contemplating and thinking, we're going to remove this wall. This is the wall that's on the other side of where the closet is and the master bathroom is. We're going to bring this wall out to here, okay? We're going to give her this much more space in that master bathroom, which is going to be huge. So what I would like to do is give her one of those privacy toilets. So we can go ahead and probably, when we come out, be able to come in here. All right, so I won't bore you with the rest of that video. But, you know, that's one thing about me is I come up, if I must say so myself, um, that's a ligustrum. You're not going to see that anywhere. It's just, it's like a lantana, but man, that master bathroom has one sink in it. It's tiny. It's so small. That toilet is exposed. Um, I mean, that is that's a renovation waiting to happen. That's why that home probably didn't last very long. Maybe 6 months to a year, and then it was no longer constructed by the villages anymore. It was off of their list there. So, but we're going to make it the way it should be. We're going to put that toilet in this corner in here, and you know, so now you could use that with a pocket door possibly. Um, yeah, we're really gonna do some great things. So that's what I wanted to show you. The whole thing is when you're using me for renovations, you don't just get somebody who's going to come up with the contractors. You get somebody who's been working for 25 years in the villages, and I've seen so many different homes, and I compare them like even to the new homes. So she got a really good deal on this home, and yes, it was up in the Marion County area. I mean, I've said this on many occasions. That's where I would want to live if I did live in the villages. I'd live up in the Marion County section. Number one, better prices. Number two, very beautiful, mature landscaping. Number three, away from all the crowds that come in the wintertime. Number four, very close to Bellevue, the city of Bellevue, where a lot of villagers tend to go to restaurants when they can't get in a restaurant in the villages. And then it's very close to Ocala as well. So there's a lot of reasons why you should consider the Marion County section. Now, what you could do is the money that you save up in that area, and hey, bonds, $2,500 at the highest if a home happens to have a bond in Marion County. So bonds pretty much non-existent up there. So you could actually take that money saved, put it into your home, renovate it like this lady's doing, and have everything you wanted the way you wanted it. You have the cabinets that you want, the flooring that you want, the granite that you want, the lighting fixtures, the plumbing fixtures. I mean, I can go on and on and on. Um, so that's something I would suggest you consider. Okay. Uh, Again, they have their own shopping center up there on the very northern end. They have the back porch, which is a great little restaurant out there. Um, Mulberry Grove Rec Center, doctors. They have an emergency station right there, minutes to anybody in the Marion County area. They have their own emergency fire and sheriff and medical up there. So, and if you're a vet, VA clinic's right there. That's where the VA clinic is on the northern end of the villages. So, a lot of reasons why you might want to consider that. All right, guys, let's go to Jace Gallagher. So, Mr. Gallagher's back in town. I don't know if Cody's with him or not. I know Kelly was here not too long ago. So, check it out. Boosters today at 5. Ooh, So he's definitely not watching me tonight. Uh, Cody's. No wonder he likes Cody. They didn't spell Cody right, did they, Cody? But he says, man, that's one of his favorite places to play. Um, so that kind of makes sense now that I think about it, even though they misspelled their name. Um, so I got to catch up with him Friday or Saturday. Fridays, 4:30. Yeah, I might make dinner on Friday. It's Saturday and check it out. Okay, then Cody's again on Saturday. Monday again at Boosters. Tierra del Sol. Harry and the Natives. I mean, man, these are all great places to go. Blondie's, World of Beer. Dang, dude, you haven't played World of Beer in a while. So he'll probably catch up with me on this, on the repeat when we post this. So he's back in Maryland February 6th. So if you're going to see him, you better see him at Boosters on February 2nd, or else he's out of here again until, oh, dang, that dude, just for 2 weeks. He's going to be down here before you know it, full time, and we're going to do some renovations on his home. All right, so let's see. Agree, Ira. That was our favorite part of the villages. As you know, we decided on top of the world, but if we bought in the villages, it would be Marion County. That area has so much charm. Thank you, Pat, for confirming uh, everything that I just said. And yeah, Gary was he was all about on top of the world as well. But I think dear Kathy changed his mind. John Keller, how you doing? Man, long time no hear. So glad you joined, John. Thanks for joining us this evening. Um, let's see what else do we have. Oh, I want to do something for you guys. Check this out. All right, so this is Homes Around the Village's YouTube channel, as I'm sure just about all of you know. Now, what I don't know if you know, hold up. First, a second. First, check this out. This is my website. We are offering a free home warranty or inspection with every home purchase that somebody buys a home through me. So, come one, come all. Come and get your free home warranty or inspection with every purchase. So if it's an older home, if it's a home up in Marion County, if you're not doing a total renovation, you might want to ask me to get you a free home warranty. Now, we don't give you the basic warranty either. We give you the gold plan. Hold on, this chair keeps dropping. Hold on. Okay, I'm back. All right, free home warranty or home inspection. We'll pay for your home inspection. I do not do home inspections on my homes that I sell to buyers because conflict of interest. I don't want I wouldn't want to miss anything, and I'm just saying, um, no. So I'd rather just somebody else get the money. I'll sell you the home. I'll do everything I can to make sure everything looks good, but we'll follow it up with a home inspection, regardless whether I buy it for you or you buy it and you get a home warranty. So, but we're offering that to everybody. Hopefully, we want everybody to come in. Click the picture of your favorite community below to search for homes. I don't know if you guys are familiar with that. So every one of these pictures is a hyperlink. So if you're interested in homes in the villages, click. There's all your homes in the villages, okay? We're going to start off with my own listings. Also, look, you get a map. If you decide, oh man, I want to live, Gary likes Dunedin, right? So what are we going to do? We're going to look for, he said there was a home on Owl, right? Oops. So we'll have a pop-up. How do I get out of here? Anyways, you can go on top of the world. There's your homes. There's your map. And on top of the world, any of the most popular communities around here.
If you sign in, it won't do the pop-up. If it's bothering
Well, so family neighborhoods. All right. So we'll be selling my car as part of our downsizing. Oh. So yes, wow, Scott, that's good. So we usually use Old Republic now. That's what we have been using, and yeah, Broward, what was it? Broward Factory Services was who I had the bad experience with my own air conditioner. However, I came out on top on that one, Scott. They tried to charge me $3,000 for them to put a brand new unit in. Okay, well, you might think, oh well, 3,000. Well, today's units are 8,000, 9,000, so you might have come out ahead. But they're saying that the copper tubing going from the outside unit to the inside unit in the garage, which are called line sets, you are paying, they were going to pay for the air conditioner, but they weren't going to pay for the line sets, and you needed new line sets, and those are $3,000, and they're not $3,000. So I called them on that one, and I said, look, $800 installed for a set of line sets. You want to charge me $3,000? That ain't gonna happen. Anyways, we went back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. I finally got 5,000 out of them, and I went and purchased my own air conditioner, high energy efficient. So, if you stick with me, we'll make sure you don't get ripped off with these home warranty people, because I know how to handle them, having been through it myself. So, Scott, you are correct, but you just have to hold them to hold their feet to the fire. Cody, can you filter this for family neighborhoods by chance? So let me see. My matrix is where we do searches. And our search for residential. I'm trying to think, Cody, what I'd have to kind of look around and just study this just for a little bit. I should be able to figure it out. If not, I know. Um, I know where all the family neighborhoods are in the villages. So you have Spring Arbors, you have Buffalo Ridge, you have Oak Oak Hammock, you have Middleton. Um, I believe those are all the family neighborhoods that the villages has. So I mean, I don't know if we could search by, um, is it Oak Meadows or Oak Hammock? Oak Meadows. That's in Orlando. Oak Hammock 8. Let's see, where is that? Ocala, Mulberry. Okay. All right. You're going to make me do this the hard way, I guess. I'm going to go to my trusty map. Right, actually, back to my criteria. Um, we're going to take that out of there. We'll figure this out. Mapper, map search. And we're going to go here because 301 going into Wildwood. Look for 466. Um, let's see. I think that's 466A. 460 is Oxford. Okay, this is 466A. So this neighborhood right here, watch this. We're going to go. Now, this is in the villages. Come on. Well, I shouldn't say it's in the villages. This is a village neighborhood that the villages purchased. So this is one of their family neighborhoods. So let's bring this up and see what we get for our results. Oxford Oaks. Oh my gosh. Anyways, there you go. Oxford Oaks. There's a 2017 home, 299. Um, this home offers an assumable 2.75. Ooh, wow, that's huge. 1,487 square feet living area. That's huge. So yeah, I've got access to Oxford Oaks. Vaulted ceilings, nice little home, open kitchen. And then you have Spring Arbor. Let me go back to my map. And then we have 466. Buena Vista. Oh, okay. Spring Arbor is right here. Wait a minute. It's right here. So we'll go here, go here, here, here. And there's a few in Spring Arbor. Let's go to results. Go Go to results. Results. There we go. All right. This says the villages. Well, that's not Estrada. Oh, wait a minute. Okay. That's not that. This is actually, is it La Zamora? Let me, sorry about this, you guys. Let me think. Lady Lake. I'm looking for Roll. There's Morris. So I thought it was Carrera Drive. No, that's the villages. Oh, here we are. Well, where the heck is? All right. So Morris, no. We want. Okay. This is where it is. Duh. Okay. This is Arbors, Spring Arbor. Come on. Yeah. You'd think I didn't know what I was talking about. Ah, nothing in Spring Arbor. Laurel Oak Lane, Kevin Duvall. See, Spring Arbor Village. Nothing for sale there, Cody. All right, so there you go. But I can check for you. Just get with me. Give me a call. Yeah. Well, just let me know. Give me a call. We'll be good to go for that. Thank you, Scott, for that. Yes, JP6, I do cover Citrus County. And so right here, let's see. See right here, Citrus County? This is, we actually joined, oh, brother. We actually belong to the Association of Citrus County. Don't ask me what my username is. I'm on the wrong computer, or else it would auto populate. But we do have our, we do belong to the Citrus County. So reach out to us. We'd be glad to pull it up. We'd be glad to share any, just give us what you're looking for, and we'll send you an email with all kind of listings. Unless Christian can tell me, wait a minute, you know what? I think maybe I can go here. Oh, your vault is locked. Of course it's locked. Give me a call. We'll go ahead and I can set you up. Do you know if any of the amenities at Crestwind at Hammock Oaks getting near completion? Clubhouse. They told us I think it would probably be by the end of the year. You know how to get into this?
Yeah, here. Let me just do it real quick.
Don't show the world my.
Yeah, no. Dang, I'll just grab this, whatever citrus is.
That's all right. So yeah, Sonny, I would say probably towards the end of the year here. I believe that's what it kind of says up there or over there. All right. Why do I have the Villages Home Finder up?
Oh, I just have that up as one of your options in case you use.
Okay. Oh, here's.
That's the.
Okay. Oh my God. Where is. Where'd it go? Did I click out of it? That's all right.
Bookmarked, I think, at the top, right?
Okay. All righty. Let's see if this does the trick. There you go. Thanks, Christian. All right. So, Realtor Celebration, January 15th, Realtor Building. I might need to go check that. Cool. What does this say? Oh, click there to register. Anyways, Matrix. So I have to go now. They have a whole separate board. Association of Citrus County has a whole separate board than the MLS that I belong to. So if I was to do a search and I was searching for, let's just say, I don't know, we'll search Inverness. That's a city in Citrus County. There's 255 matches for homes. And now if I went to my own matrix and I went here and I said, well, let's just do the whole doggone county, why don't we? Citrus County has 1,313 matches for there. And I'm going to say just Citrus County. There it is. My big fingers keep hitting. There's Citrus County. So I have 1,487 matches. So probably what I would say is there's probably only about 150 homes that I can get to here on the Citrus County website. Because let's do this. All right, London, Nugget, Bayshore, Apache. Let's see what my MLS does. Well, there's Nugget. There's no Apache. Wow, that's weird. Buffalo Lane. There's a Buffalo Lane in here. How much is Buffalo Lane? Buffalo Lane is 50,000. Apache Shores in Hernando County. Wow. And that's another count. Hernando County is another one. Anyways, there are differences. we have them both covered. So there you go. Reach out to us. We'll be happy to help you out. All right, you guys. I'm gonna wrap it up. 10 minutes to 8. We got to get Christian and Jeremiah out of here. So we're gonna wrap this up. I want to appreciate everybody that has joined us this evening. Hopefully, you enjoyed the show. You got a lot out of it. You learned a lot. I mean, we talked about everything from curing cancer all the way up to searching homes in Citrus County, renovations, a whole world of, assumable mortgage. I haven't thought about that. Cody, 2.75 assumable mortgage? Dude. All right. Get with me. We'll check it out. Okay. And if you're not here, if you're up north, call me anyways. I'll do a video for you and I'll send it to you. Okay. So Becky, oh gosh, girl, get over that pneumonia. Hope you feel better. And then Scott, thank you for jumping in. I really appreciate Cody, Sonny, Trisha, Trish. This brain is going. Let me get back to where I'm supposed to be, anyways. How's that? Talking to you this big. So yeah, I highly appreciate everybody who has joined us this evening. Gary, number one, man, thank you for joining. Pat and Jane, thank you guys for sticking all the way through. I really appreciate it. Like I said, Becky, get better. Have Elaine, thank you. And don't know how many people are still here, but Tammy, thank you. 23. Oh, 23, okay. We did pretty good tonight with the amount of people that stopped by, 289 people. That's awesome. So, again, I want to wish you all a wonderful week. Stay warm. Reach out to me if you have any other questions, if there's anything I can do for you. I'm a wealth of knowledge, right? Renovations, the VLS, properties of the villages, 25 years here. Contractor, that's my contractor license there. Home inspector, 125 hours of home inspector training. So there you go. Rich, appreciate you as well, my man. Okay, y'all, we're gonna check out and we'll see you next week. Oh, last thing I'm gonna say to all you people who still hung in there, thinking about taking a hiatus. We've been having this for 2 years straight. Our live stream. I'm thinking about a little hiatus. So I'll talk more about it probably next week. Okay. So thank you all for hanging in there. We love you all. We'll see you next Monday.